Historical figures in Georgia. James Oglethorpe, 1696 to 1785. James Oglethorpe was born in England in 1696. His father was very wealthy. He made sure that Oglethorpe got a good education. Oglethorpe worked in government. He wanted to help people that were in debt. Debt means that they owe someone money that they cannot pay back. There were many people in England that did not have jobs. Many of these people were also in debt. Oglethorpe had a friend who was in jail for debt, who then died from disease. Oglethorpe wanted to help people in similar situations. He was always interested in philanthropy, which is donating money to help other people. He asked the king about starting a new colony in North America. A colony is a group of people from a country that build a settlement somewhere else. The new colony would be for the unemployed and people in debt. He wanted this to be his contribution to help these people. Contribution means to give something. The new colony would be called Georgia. It was named after King George II. Oglethorpe passed many laws. There could not be slaves, and farms would be small. The colony was between Florida and South Carolina. The king wanted Georgia to be a buffer zone from the Spanish in Florida and South Carolina. A buffer zone is land that separates two groups. The colony began in 1733. The first city would be Savannah. This city would become the capital of the colony. Oglethorpe was the founder of Savannah and the colony of Georgia. Founder means that he started it. He put a lot of effort into designing the city. The city had nice streets and public areas. He also tried to make the houses identical and fair for settlers. Oglethorpe was friendly with the local Native Americans. He knew this was very important. He tried to be peaceful and work together with them. There were many battles with the Spanish over the land that was Georgia. Here's James Oglethorpe, the founder of Savannah and the colony of Georgia. Historical figures in Georgia, Tomochichi and Mary Musgrove. Tomochichi was very important to Georgia. He was the chief of the Yamacraw Indians. Chief means that he was in charge of the tribe. Tomochichi worked with Oglethorpe. Savannah would probably have failed without Tomochichi's help. The city was actually settled on a bluff called Yamacraw Bluff. This was a great area. The water was deep for ships and the land was high, which prevented flooding. Tomochichi and Oglethorpe wanted peace. The two traveled to England to meet the king. They worked together to build a successful relationship between the English and Yamacraw. They wanted to make sure that the English were an ally. An ally means friendly and helpful. So here's Tomochichi, the chief of the Yamacraw Indians. Mary Musgrove. Mary Musgrove was helpful. She worked with Native Americans and the English. Her mother was a Native American from the Creek tribe. Her father was a settler in South Carolina. She could speak many languages. A language is how people communicate. She knew English and Creek. She married a man named John Musgrove who was a businessman. They then started a trading post near Savannah. A trading post is where people buy and sell things. Both the Native Americans and the English would use the trading post to get items. Mary Musgrove helped James Oglethorpe talk to the Native Americans. She became an interpreter. An interpreter is a person that can change one language to another. Mary Musgrove was trusted by both the English and the Native Americans. She helped to make sure that the relationships were peaceful. Many places in Georgia are named after her. So here you have the picture of Savannah, and there's the Savannah River and the Yamacraw Bluff.